see here, we've had a high pressure system make its way into the Northland. That is going to be bringing in some nice and drier conditions we're going to get into. But we need to start with another impact from this high pressure system, and it's because of the rain we also saw earlier in the week, and that is some fog. In fact, we do have these dense fog advisories until 11 a.m. today. We're still seeing quite a bit of low visibility, especially as we go further west into the Minnesota side and into northwest Wisconsin. So something to keep an eye on as you get out for your morning commute. The good news is by the time we get into tomorrow morning, it looks like we'll still see a bit of fog, but it's going to be a lot patchier overall, so it won't be as widespread as we've been seeing over the last few mornings. So hopefully this will be the last of the fog, because it looks on Friday, after we have a front move through, we probably won't be seeing any more fog by Friday morning, but a little bit will be possible tomorrow morning. And now we're going to be looking at the temperatures, because we are been slowly warming up through the week. Today, we're going to be seeing highs get into the lower 70s for many of us. Out further west, look at that, we're going to be getting probably into the mid 70s, maybe some upper 70s. So we can be seeing temperatures getting probably 10 to 15 degrees above the seasonal average. But by the time we get to Thursday, that's when all of us are definitely going to be feeling the warmth, as the majority of us are going to be around 15 degrees above the seasonal average. Usually we're in the lower 60s right now, so we're going to feel quite a bit warmer as we go, not just today, but definitely as we get into our Thursday. And with the high pressure system, we're also going to be seeing pretty good amount of sunlight. Now, you notice we still see a few clouds, especially for today. Some cumulus clouds will be possible in the afternoon. But it looks like, especially on Thursday, we're going to be quite a bit sunnier for much of the Northland. And I've been talking about it, and we showed earlier, the high pressure system right here, that's bringing the mild conditions, bringing the warmer conditions as well. But it is going to move out of here. And what we're going to have as we get later into the week is a cold front moves through and another high pressure system behind it. But again, this high pressure system is going to bring the sunnier conditions, but we're also going to see a slight cool down as well. And the best way to see the front is with the dew points. You can see that for today and tomorrow, probably going to be getting around up to close to 60 degrees with those dew points, but it's going to be dropping into the 30s by the time that cold front starts making its way on through. So we're going to see quite a bit of drier air with less moisture in it making its way on down. And as I mentioned, going to drop those temperatures. Not a ton. We're still going to be above the seasonal average, but we're probably going to be getting to the upper 60s, low 70s for many of us for Friday and the Saturday. But we're also going to bounce back with those temperatures as we start to head into next week. And in fact, Tuesday here, the last plot on here is the final day of September. So to finish off September, we're going to be feeling the warmer side of fall. It's going to feel more like the end of August, not so much like the end of September when it comes to those conditions. And I want to talk about rain, because I mentioned we have that cold front coming in. Well, we're actually going to have two, one late Thursday and the second one late Friday. Both going to be cooler air, but the one late Friday can bring some rain into Saturday. You can see here mostly northern Minnesota, not a very high probability, but it is there. So we can see some isolated scattered shower and thunderstorms in northern Minnesota once we get overnight Friday going into Saturday. And then we're going to see a pretty dry weekend, and then we're going to see a little bit of a pickup. Again, it's very minor chance right now, but we can see some rain overall, not just coming up to Saturday as well as we get into early next week. But generally, and as you can see on our 7-day forecast, we are going to be staying quite dry here in the Northland to finish out September after, beside those few rain chances. And we're going to be staying relatively warm as well.